following the commercial driver sit-down strike on Monday. A cameraman working for Gambia Talent Television was arrested by the police intervention unit for allegedly filming an altercation between the police and the drivers. Well, Ibu N. Keita was taken to the Abuko police station and later transferred to the Bundum police station, where he was visited by the Gambia Press Union Secretary General Sekou Jammeh and the Gttv staff, and he was later released with no charges against him. Now on the line is the proprietor of the Gambia Talent Television, Pa Usman Diouf, to discuss on the matter. Mr. Diouf, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, when is the latest update after Ibu's release yesterday?
Well, apparently, thank you very much for the invitation. I just spoke to Ibu a few minutes ago when the call came through. I was just talking to Ibu. There is no latest. He's not been charged with anything. They just wasted his time and arrested him, took him to 3 different police stations. You only mentioned 2. He was eventually taken to, and I know that might be based on the story that we wrote yesterday. At the time of writing the story, he was at Bundung police station. But then eventually they transferred him to Nemasu police station, only to end up releasing him without anything. I asked him even if they gave him a written warning. Nothing was given to him. His hands were tied up very tight when they arrested him, just because he was taking a video. He had his press card on him at the scene, which he showed to them. It was obviously in his pocket. He showed it to them, and they told him that they still needed to arrest him. Now, when they get to the police station, what I dislike most about the issue is the fact that they lied and cooked up a story to say that he was interfering in their work and pleading with the police to actually stop arresting people. And according to him, he told them, "Who am I to tell you to actually stop arresting anybody? You are doing your job and I am doing my job." And the station officer had to change story. So you could imagine if this was on other occasions during the Jammeh's time, they would have just had him end up in mile 2 or had some bogus charges, some big charges against him. And these are the things that need to stop, because it is not what the new Gambia calls for.
All right, you just said that you spoke to Ibu moments ago. How is it feeling? Sounding good?
Yes, but of course his hands hurt because they had his hands tied with elastic, and it was very uncomfortable. According to him, he told them multiple times, and they continued to leave the elastic on his hands. That's what they had as handcuffs, and they were insulting him and telling him that you are the journalist that are destroying this country. You keep taking these videos and pictures and putting it on social media. You are the ones destroying this country. And at some point, they even took his press card from him, according to him, and put it in his eye, which of course hurt his eye a little bit. So definitely, he is also, obviously the news is not pleasant. Ibu is from Joka, and the people of Joka were very concerned when they just saw it on the news. So his family are also concerned and everything. And Ibu started at Gambian Talent as an intern to come and learn camera work, which he did very well. And eventually we staff him, and he's one of the promising people we have there as an intern supervisor. So you will see that his family can intervene and make him even be discouraged. And that's how they just kill people's dreams. And I hope he is not one of those young people whose dreams will end up being shattered because of this one incident of somebody trying to criminalize you. Our people don't know or are not used to going to jail. We think if somebody goes to jail, they are criminals. And he didn't do anything wrong, and that's why they had no charges, not even a written document is given to him. They just wasted his time for about the whole day and just let him go. But he's fine otherwise. All
right. You were just trying to describe how he was treated by the police. Now, how do you feel, as a proprietor of one of your staff to be arrested by the police for doing his job?
I feel very bad that this is where we still stand, and that our police officers are not learning from what is happening anywhere else around the world to be brutalizing somebody this day and age when they see this Black Lives Matter protests going around the world and how police officers are being treated. and a lot of them are shameful of themselves. I mean, you see protests happening in America. You see police officers dancing with people and bringing themselves down, kneeling down with people. And on the other hand, and we're seeing white officers are the ones brutalizing blacks. But here we are having our own brothers brutalizing our own people and maltreating them. That definitely did not sit well with me, and it gets me to wonder what is the fate of our country. This is definitely not the new Gambia we fought for, where you have journalists and people being maltreated and taken up as trash and everything. I mean, it just definitely shows me where we are as a country, that we are not yet ready for development. And I feel very disappointed, and I am urging the authorities to take action, I mean, towards stopping these things. And that starts with them educating the police to know that their role in the society is to actually protect people's lives and their property. And that is what they need to start with. They're talking about security sector reform. I mean, it is not felt, because it looks like all the money that is spent on security sector reform is not making any difference in the police and the work that they're doing, and they need to really look into it over and over and over and revamp the whole system and have a complete overhaul.
All right. Well, we are sorry for, of course, what happened to our colleague, Mr. Jove. Now, at your own level, are you ready or prepared, or maybe thinking of taking any action, against the police, or of course on the matter?
Of course, we are in close contact with the GPU, and they were very helpful. I'll take this opportunity to thank them once again for their stance, because Sekou Jammeh, the executive secretary, came to the scene immediately. He was called, and his intervention was very timely, and it actually led to even the swift decision that they took. So we are in close consultation with the GPU. Of course, Ibu as a person was the one that was assaulted, and we will do everything possible to support him in any decision that he wants. Of course, that's what I was talking to him about, to engage him to see if he wants to take any course of action, and we will be behind him to support him in consultation, of course, with the Gambia Press Union. So, I mean, at this point, I cannot tell you that we are taking any action immediately as an institution, but we will work with Ibu, because he's the main man here who was violated, and we will do everything possible to support him.
All right, just lastly, before we let you go, you mentioned about the GPU, but again, do you think the Gambia Press Union need to do more to engage the authorities to avoid the same thing happening again, arresting of journalists in the country?
Yes, that I believe, even though they tried in this case, and of course other occasions that I remember when the President Barrow was on his tour last year, one of our staff, Ibrahim Jambang, was also assaulted by the members of the Barrow Youth Movement who were with the president's entourage. The GPU intervened, and they sat with the authorities. A lot of talk was done. Until this minute, nothing came out of that. It only stopped at we are investigating. From the authorities' side and on the side of the GPU, there was no follow-up. And these things should be followed up to make sure that, and that is probably why these things continue to happen, because there is no follow-up. And I believe that they should be able to do more in actually seeing that, I mean, some tangible evidences, some tangible consequences are there on the side of the perpetrators, people who continue to harass and abuse journalists in the country. If somebody is taught a lesson, the others will learn from it. But until then, we will continue to be having the same merry-go-round, and we're going around the same circle over and over again. So I believe the GPU can do a lot more.
Pausman Juve, proprietor of Gambia Talent Television, thank you very much for your time and to speaking to us this morning.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Of course, he was just trying to bring us up to speed on the latest development on that incident that happened involving one of his staff who was arrested by the police, what was later released with no charges against him. Wow, mon young benen journalist, liggéey ci media bi ak police bi yàgg nañ koy wax lu nekkul lu bees ci Gambia. Yàgg nañ ko ŋàññi especially nguur bu fi nekkoon ñu bari amoon yaakaar ne nguur bi fi ñëwee moom yëf yi moom dana tane su fekkee sax jeexul tàgg waaye dafa mel ni mu ngi kon ne di xew ba léegi bu yàggul gis nañ fi ñu tëj ay radio station arrest ay ñeneen journalist latest tamit am na bi nga xamante sax bu xew na yàggul waaye bii tamit démba rek kii caméraman la mu génn def liggéeyam ñoo boo ko aay ak yu mel noonu waaye yemuñ ci buñ ko jàppee ñu ne dañ ko takka loxo yi ba métti ci nu mu ko waxee soo mu nekk li nga xamante ne mooy lu doy waar ñun moom nañ ko méttitlu te tamit continuer di ñaax kilifa yi nañ ci bàyyi xel bu baax a baax parce que lii góoma ne lu war a continuer di wéy la ci réew mi.
waaw dineen maskaw si naataanga boobu waaye dañ koy ñaawlu tam Amadou te gis nga junne boo gis rek si benn la commencé ñi fi nekkoon tam nii leen ko doon commencé di def first time dañ doon nekk di arrest nit ñi waaye bu yàggee ñu continuer but man lu ma gis mooy ne nekkoon na journaliste da ñëw pour yaa dëkk bi si biti ak something like that su fekkee ne yow yaa ñëw di def loo xam ne bu feeñee mu yàq yow yaa yàqa waaye raay fii seen toog doxee ñaxtu bi toog rek la woo kooku dem di ko fii ana su fekkee ne yow yaa dem di def keneen lu ñaaw waaw soo yow bu yàq amee yow yaa ko yàq waaye nag lu ñu war a xam mooy ne dafa am ñu nga xam ne ba léegi virus yi 22 years bi mu ngi si ñoom génnaagu si système bi soo ñooñu ne format leen defoo ñun den nit et people like this party bu nekk si PIU bi party Jallow I don't know ñooñu ñu façon police bu yooyu leen soxla ku am peesi nit ku dal la nit ku xam ne muy waxee nit waaye ba léegi am na suñu nga xam ne ni virus bi mu ngi si ñoom dañ yàkkamti dóor yàkkamti takk te du loolu te système kon lifin bi àggut foofu pour ñoom si problème yi amee rek gis journaliste ak gis seen buddi di la ñëw yomale gos kanaa ñoom den pare da ñëw def lu aw yoon koo xam ne dafa toog kiram na dawalut motom foog na mu am ñenn ñi nga xam ne dinañ ñëw di doxalee neneen waaye kooku dafa war a taxawee ak moom kooku niitut pour nga ñëw di ko dóor journaliste boobu tam su fekkee ne yow da nga nekk di def lu baax mu koo fiim amuloo si problème waaye nag fekkee ne da nga def lu nga xam ne nii àndu dafa jalgati yoon mu koo fiim si laa foog ne si la war a naxari kon yow yaa def li nga xam ne ni moo yàq réew mi ba du journaliste mu nga xam ne daf koo fiim yóbbu ko dafa jot nag pour ñu wax ak sécurité bi because sécurité yëpp lu ñu ko waxee démb ñoom ñëpp si kër lañ jógee ñoom ñëpp dañ am famille su ko defee te journaliste bi tam si kër la jógee comme ñoom am famille mun na am sax suñu waxtaanee yëpp dafaa ñëw nekk benn waaye ci benn fil bi leen nekk su fekkee da nga dem pour def lu baax bàyyil kii tam mu def liggéeyam su fekkee ne da nga dem pour toroxal ni nag dina ko génnee bu ko kooku génnewut keneen dina ko génnee wat lu ma gis mooy ne ñu jéem a réglé waat suñu bopp sécurité bi jéem a defaraat seen bopp xam ne ñoom nekkul noonu ak journaliste yi. def seen liggéey ñii di def seen liggéey. ñu bàyyi leen ci
beneen boor rek balaa ñoo dem tamit mooy ñun journaliste yi suñ bopp mooy mbootaay bu ñu jiite Gambia Press Union. dooroon nañ ci waxtaan ak kilifa yi moom sax Mr Diouf mu ngi koo wax waaye ci loolu jàpp na ne ba léegi war nañoo mun a gën a yokk waxtaan bi gën a taxaw journaliste yi taxaw gis ne lii. war nañ koo dakkal ci réew mi journaliste yenn ay waru cee am ci réew mi ci nit ñu surtout nguur ñu fi nekk tey nu ñu diggee woon ak yu mel noonu te ñoom GP war nañ ci am gën a am taxawaay donte ne sax ñu ngee def effort seexu démba bu mbir mi xewee moom bokk nañu ci njëkk a yegg si fexe ñu bàyyi ko loolu moom dañ ko rafetlu waaye tamit taxawaay bi war nañ ko mun a yokk engage authorities yi waxtaan ak ñoom wane leen ñun duñ ay noon suñu liggéey la ñoo def te réew mi ku ne da nga am ci waar bi nga nekk te loolu dañu war a bàyyi nga bàyyi ko ñun xamal nit ñi askan bi li xew ci jamono ak ci réew mi loolu mooy suñu contribution te loolu war nañ ko respect nangul ñoo ko tamit
loolu mooy yoon aada Amadou wareef la si ñoom te point bi nekkul xeex bu yomb foog nga press government waaye soo ko laalee rek tegaat ko ñoom yi foofu leen koo teg seen interest mooy lu ñu am pour def suñ soxlaa lu ñu wax time boobu suñ soxlaa journaliste am nañ si interest si journaliste but benn dee dañoo commencé def lu nga xam ne nii bugguñ askan bi xam ko bugguñ fa journaliste soolu nag tool la bu rëy GPU tam am nañ si taxe bu rëy pour gis ne dinañ continuer di waxtaan ak government bi si ponk yi mel noonu is not suñ ko tegee rek noonu la ko gars yi di bàyyi ñu ngi dem
all right mu ngi noonu beneen yoon rek ñu jégalu suñ naataango boobu ci lu xew démba
Sitting down.
Wulita.
I got up.
Ko dead body le.
I asked them, where is the dead body?
Ko abe mortuary to.
They said it's in the mortuary.
Tata mortuary to.
I went to the mortuary.
Biri bunda ele.
When they opened the door,
Na do ma taraji.
I found his brother there.
Be kumbo la faka murumuru.
He was crying, going round inside the room.
Baba furo be lari.
Baba's dead body was lying.
Kango be jenkeri.
His neck was torn.
Adaka jinete mun ko bande.
There was some sort of a yellow liquid which was coming out of his mouth.
Aka ba nungo fanana.
And it was coming out of his nose also.
Duata
I prayed for him.
Tambeje.
I remained there.
Nata finti.
Then I went out.
Is that a photograph?
Yes. Original of it. I have the original.
Please provide. you pass it to the commissioners? Proceed, please.
Nduatae.
I prayed for him.
Nduatae. Mbeje nko put dead body ni muntu male ibadila molla.
I inquired as to when the dead body was going to be handed over to us.
Ikonte dead body ni sotola for tenelo.
They said I will not have access to the dead body until Monday. We went home.
Dura fat.
This was full up.
Ulungo fango dead house je.
That day when we were at the dead house,
Independence Drive fat.
the whole of Independence Drive was full with people.
Marina Parade fat amolla.
Marina Parade too was filled up with people.
Arama dingo juru mata je mukala moka badame.
Many people were there. You don't even know where they were coming from.
Nata na janjang. Tata suokono.
We dispatched, went home.
Suokono fana fata wale nyama.
The house too was full up.
Suokono for tenelo.
We had the house until on Monday.
Monday bring tenelo sitan tata loptano to.
On Monday we went to the hospital.
Bring futala je.
When we got there,
Inata na fure onyindi molla.
they handed over the dead body to us.
Was a post-mortem conducted?
Foi na post-mortem fure onyin na banka long muna sababu dala saya.
Postmortem manke.
There was no post-mortem.
Yeah, je manson postmortem la.
The reason why we did not allow them to do post-mortem,
Odulale tenyala.
we don't have even the time.
Malomba a voice out la damento.
We don't know where to voice that out.
Marintol be sobitale ko baba ya fali.
But we were also suspicious that Baba was killed.
Ndung meli ya fa.
And those that killed him
Ole nyanta ka postmortem ke.
are the same people who are supposed to carry out the post-mortem.
Mana namba sonna wale postmortem ke.
So why would we accept them to carry out a post-mortem?
Who are you referring to?
Iko menu ya fa jumala woldi.
Ntol sobita mella otaimo.
The people that we suspected at the time,
Hospital staff you role play le.
the hospital staff played a role there.
Prison je role play.
Prison played a role.
Aning ya jamela jongula sol.
And Yaya Jame's junglers.
Duning postmortem bekela.
And if a post-mortem was to be done,
Transactional baby hospital staff role le tema and in prison police on.
transaction is between the hospital staff and the prison.
Maninkol ka for menna.
As Maningas would say,
Jalo singo before onka. So wadali lo kama man som postmortem la because nafata.
Could you repeat that Mandinka proverb?
Ninjalo singo before onka.
Is that one too high for my
yes.
interpreter?
Perhaps he could.
Perhaps maybe Dr. Sise can help.
Yes.
Huh?
Mike.
Okay. Okay.
We didn't get to hear that.
Tida, I am sure you can tell us what that means in Wolof or in English. You can tell us what that means
In Wolof.
in Wolof, yes.
Is lima mean like moyene. Ndey bilabi. It's just in short moy reyla tagela ba pare dejla.
In short, it means someone who,
Ayla tagela bepare jalela.
Jalela wa.
okay, in short, it means someone that kills you, pays makes your pays your condolences, and also announces your death.
Wale atina no.
That was the reason why
Man som postmortem la.
we did not accept the post-mortem to be carried out.
So inasa fure